you beautiful people, how you doing? We're at today a place in Lyng in Norfolk called Utopia Paradise. It's an adults only site. Been to a few lately, adults only sites. It's getting towards silly season now, so we're going to dart home after this for a few weeks. I've got some jobs to do at home, but I'll be doing videos there as well, so don't worry. And yeah, we're here for a few days. It's absolutely flipping beautiful here. It's a little quirky tucked away campsite run by a character of a lovely lady called Susan with a Z, and she's lovely. She's a right character. We've had a right old laugh with her, really nice. And I'm sitting on the edge of this beautiful wildlife lake. Now, it's a nature reserve. You mustn't feed the ducks or birds because they're all wild birds, and otherwise they'll end up pestering everybody while you're here. So you don't feed the ducks, you just come and have a peaceful time. It's only a little site, I don't know, a dozen to 15 pitches. There's a couple of little residentials on site, seasonal pitches on site, but it's absolutely cracking. I'll be sitting there watching the red-eyed damselflies fly about. See if I can stick a photograph in one of those in to show you. And there's loads of ducks on here with ducklings and a couple of swans. And the male swan is 40 years old. Susie's very knowledgeable of the area. She's been telling us bits and bobs around about what this place used to be. I think it used to be an old fishing lake, an old gravel pit, and now it's just a nature reserve. And she's got deer here. And all sorts of insects, ducks. I've been watching a tern flying around this lake, dipping in and catching fish and zooming off. It's really peaceful, really nice. I was surprised to get on actually. We booked a couple of weeks ago, and I've tried to book here before, but I just couldn't get on. It was been banged out during the summertime, but we managed to get back on here now. And there's a bit of a lull in people here at the moment. There's us and another van. I thought I'll give you a little show around. There's a fantastic pub up the road, which I'll tell you about and show you later on in the video. Some lovely walks. There's a dog walk up the road that a farmer allows you to walk around the edge of one of the fields there, a crop field. As long as your dogs are on the leads and they don't jump off into the crops and damage the crops, you can walk all the way around that field, and that takes you to the pub. All the roads end up at the pub here. It's flipping brilliant. So I'll take you up there. Also, there's a little shop up the road. I'll take you and show you that, which has got everything in it. All local fresh produce, alcohol. There's a tea room there, so you can go and get a bacon sandwich in the morning and a toasted tea cake or something like that, a cup of coffee. That's really nice. We had a little bit of something to eat in there yesterday before we went for our walk, which I'm going to show you in a minute. A little wander around a nature reserve, which is just up the road. I'll put what that's called in here now. But yeah, it's really nice. Old turns back, dipping in. I'll just flip you around and show you exactly what I'm looking at and where I am. So there you go. Look at that. And this is literally a few footsteps from the door of Gladys. There's a black-headed gull come around here now, having a swoop about. There's a little launch over there in the distance, so all the ducks get on, with the boards taken up on the launch, so the foxes, etc., can't get to them. There's the old seagull. Boff. Lands on there, black-headed gull. But amongst here are loads of different dragonflies and insects, and yeah, it's flipping beautiful. It's kept very natural, as you'd expect from a nature reserve. There's all water-loving trees around here, alder and mare's tail, as you can see here, all growing amongst this. It's flipping stunning. So I'll take you over to the van and give you a little look around. As I say, it's not a very big site. There's not a lot here. It's got a couple of toilets and a shower, which is token operated. If you want to use that, you can get a token off of Susan. And the toilets are in a container and they're nice and clean. Happy flipping days. Let's take you over to the van and then I'll show you around the site quickly. Oh, another thing is, let's give a couple of shout outs. I'd like to thank all of you that have sponsored my son Connor for his Walk for Mind, the mental health charity. Few of you have sponsored him and I really appreciate it. I'll give a proper shout out on the next video because I don't know exactly. He's doing that today, the walk. I think you can still sponsor him, and I'll put the link in below. But he's doing that for Mind, bless his heart, to help out the mental health charity. Also, I had a lovely shout out on my friend's YouTube channel the other day, Boathead on Tour. When we was at the nurseries, we met Mark and Diane there. They're flipping lovely. What a lovely couple. I'll leave the link to their little YouTube channel in the link below. They're a really nice, welcoming, funny couple. Love it to bits. Really nice. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm now monetarised. Now, I'll talk about that in a video coming up, what I'm going to actually do there. I haven't sorted it all out yet, so I can't collect the money. But I'm going to do something with that, and I'll let you know what I'm going to do. And I've got some super thanks. I did a super thanks just to test out how it worked, from Sammy's account, obviously. And then a guy called Frugal Stew give me a super thanks. I'm well happy with that. That's the first ever super thanks I've got from someone that ain't me, obviously. But thanks, Stu. Really appreciate that. I hope to catch up with you soon. Probably going back to the nurseries before the end of the year to catch up with the travel trolls, because they're flipping lovely friends. Really beautiful people. We had a right laugh with them. And Stu, give me a super thanks. Thank you very much, sir. And I'll leave a link to his channel below as well. You'll enjoy that one. So, right. I can't think of anyone else I need to thank. But there we go. As I say, when we get home, I've got a couple of videos I want to do. And I'll give a proper shout out to everyone on that one. There's some bubbles coming up there. There might be tench in there. I think there's pike in there, but there might be tench in there. There's some feeding bubbles coming up in front of me. And there's a nice moor hen swimming across there. Now, water chicken. Moor hens have got a red nape to their bill. Coots have got a white nape to their bill. And the way I remember that is that moorhen has got R in it, an R in it, which stands for red, and the coot hasn't. So that's how you remember the difference between a coot and a moorhen. Anyway, I digress. Let's get me over to the van, and I'll show you exactly where we are. There's old Raven, the old warmth. It's just me sitting on my chair. He loves that. As soon as you get up, he's in it. Apparently, they can sense the warmth of a chair when you get out of it. That's why your dog always jumps in your chair when you're as soon as you stand up. There's Gladys in all of her glory. I'll just give you a quick walk around the site. Couple of seasonal pictures there. It's gorgeous here. Sun's just come out. Happy flipping days. Right, round there, they're all electric hookups on here with 16 amp breakers. So you won't keep flicking out all night when you've got your kettle on. And that's a pitch down there. It's a nice little secluded pitch. And look at the view you got. How about that? Look at that. All sweet peas in there. My mum's favourite sweet peas. And look. There's ducks swimming around. Beautiful lily pads everywhere and the flowers. Absolutely gorgeous. Little island in the middle there. Some crack willow on. And a couple of alder. Oh, Kingfisher's just flown through. Oh. I'm getting my camera out. Right, Kingfisher's just flown through there. I am well chuffed with that. Right, I'll show you around in a minute. I'm going to get the camera. Right, so I've got old Big Bertha out. Look at that. 600mm prime. F4. And I'm looking for the blooming Kingfishers. Typically, it buggered off as soon as I got round here and flew round the back of the lake. But they're here and they're calling. Well excited. So I'm going to sit over here for the rest of the day after I've done this little walk round and see if I can get the Kingfishers. Now, one's landed on the back over there. There's some trees that have fallen into the water which have been left there. And that makes an ideal vantage point for these Kingfishers. Oh, I hope I flipping get a picture of those. But it just went buzzing right away around the side. And it went up really high for a Kingfisher. There's a bit of a dead tree up there above some lily pads, and I think that's where it went. But I think I'm going to sit over here. I can hear them. There you go. Kingfisher. Get a really high... Hang on. Please. Ho 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 ho. I've got him. Look at that. Happy days. Got the Kingfisher. There we go. Get a lot of live action on this channel, mate, I tell ya. Look at that. It's literally right in front of me now. I'll spin you around and show you. I'm just sitting in that branch there. Just move the camera slightly. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Whoa! He just dived. He just dived. He's got a fish and he's eating it. So we're just standing here watching him at the moment. It's the nature of wildlife photography. As soon as you see something, you have to grab your gear and go. What a beautiful bird. Sitting up there preening itself at the moment. As I say, just showing you it's caught a fish. Just scoff that. Now as you see, it's quite a way away from us. Probably 85 yards, I reckon. About 85 yards away from us. Look at him. Wow. I've got this shot lined up here. I'm hoping he's going to dive in now. He's just making sure his plumage is still waterproof. Giving himself a bit of a clean up. In my sudden excitement, I forgot to switch my mic on, so I hope that bit of sound come out, that bit of audio. He's there, look. How amazing. Oh, I really hope that audio come out. That's pretty cool, isn't it? We keep my eye out for that. Once I finish this video, I'm going to go and sit on the bank. And I'll continue to show you around the site after that bit of excitement. There you go, Kingfishers. Another reason to come here. As I say, it's a little quirky site. Very quiet, very peaceful. Let's spin you around again and show you the rest of the site. So that's where I was a second ago, watching the Kingfishers, and I'm going to keep my eye on these branches overhanging now. So the lake goes round that a couple of islands there, or island, can't see if it's two or one. And we are there, and the lake is there, right out front of you. Now most of the pitches you can see a pond or a lake. Can hear them Kingfishers now. Show you around. Now over the back, I'll put all the links and everything to the campsite up in the information below. Now that cottage you can see there, that beautiful flint cottage, is a holiday let. So if you want to come here on holiday, what a spot. Look at that, that's absolutely stunning now. There's your motorhome drive over service point. There's water there and a drain off. And there's your pitches. There's some around this little field here, this little paddock. She also does caravan storage there, which is all locked and secure. And there's the toilet block. So, the shower, men's there. There's your old little gypsy with her hand out. And ladies are on the end there. That's all the recycling in the water, and I'll show you in there now. And as you drive in, you come through here. That's where the gates are, and that's where your water point is. Just as you drive through the gate. Just next to the toilet block there, which is bright blue. And a container, which are clean. There's a little notice board. You can see there's honey for sale. Sue's has bees. There's your recycling. Next glass, very hot on recycling there, as I say. Here's a nature reserve. Plastic bottles. And there is your black waste or your chemical closet emptying. And there's a dog poo bin there. Okay, so hot on recycling. Make sure you recycle all your paper and cardboard. There's a little bit of something you can have a look at there. Little things to do and some books. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, nice chemical closet and recycling. And that's it really. As I say, it's not a massive site. It's all electric hookups all the way around it. There's a couple there in the van, but I won't show you them because they're on holiday and they're having a nice peaceful time. Over the back of those trees there's another little pond. I'll show you around that now. Still got the social distancing things up, which I like. Keep social distancing. Oh, there's a swan on that little lake there, look. I don't know if you can see him through there. As I said, one of the swans is 40 and that's got a quite pale bill, so I reckon that's the male there. Having a little bob around that little pond. It's like a little wildlife pond. You've got pheasants here running around outside your pitch. And that's it. There's your lifesavers. There's fire extinguishers and fire points around the site. There's one there. There's one over the back there. And that big American unit there is going to be a bit of a holiday let as well. So you can rent that if you want to rent that off of Susan. And there you go. That's it. Might need a chock on some of the pitches, but it's really peaceful. Some nice walks, nice dog walks. I'll take you on one of those in a little while and I'll just take you over here. So yeah, that's a holiday let that. She's just getting all ramped up for someone to rent. It's quite nice around there, nice little nook in the corner. A fire point. I'll show you down here. So this is the view you'll have from the other pitches. This is the little ramp you can go down, which is another good vantage point for the kingfishers. Look at that there, look. God, I'd love to see my back garden, wouldn't you, eh? Wouldn't you love that in your back garden? There's the old ducks on the launch. There you go. Whoa, I don't know if you see that over the back, the turns back and he's diving in to catch some fish. I'll see if I can get that. It's right over the back there. Turns, really nice pointed wings, pointed tail. And he's flying around over there where I was just watching a kingfisher. So I'm going to get over there and see if I can get some shots of that as well. But yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Nice little quirky site. You really can't go wrong for a few days if you want to come and relax. Watch some nature, see if you can see the kingfishers. Yeah, there you go. It's just that field there, and then where we are on the hard standings. Susan put us on a hard standing because the people that usually have that hard standing are not coming back for a week or two, so we got stuck on there, which is lovely. Nice hard standing, nice and level. Yeah, there we go. Happy flipping days, eh? So that's the sign you're looking for as you're coming down the road. Don't do what I did, drive right away past it and end up at the end there where the track is, because the track don't go far. That's where the dog walk is. And then you enter down that road next to this big white building. So we're going to take you out now for a walk into the village. It's very nice round here. We'll go for a walk into the village. I'll show you the pub, which we went in yesterday for Sunday lunch. It was spot on. We're going back today because it's Monday and they have a street food van every Monday coming to the car park. So, and tonight is Sri Lankan, and I've been to Sri Lanka and quite looking forward to going sampling some of the street food. And also there's a little shop down the end of this road. It's only where you can see that little T junction at the end. If you go right, there's a little shop, and if you go left, There's the pub. Nice big garden, dog friendly, food's amazing. Staff are really friendly and welcoming. What's not to like? And there's a community hall. You always know when you're in a good little village when they've got a lovely community hall like that. Look at that. Sports ground behind it, tennis courts, etc. And I think there's a squash court in there. But nice, isn't it? What's Sammy doing? Taking photographs of flowers. Right, let's get off. Little spindle tree. You can see these little berries, they'll turn bright pink later on in the year. And I used to use that for skewers and spindles, bobbins, cotton reels. It's really light white wood. And if you find a really big spindle tree in a hedgerow, because a hedgerow trees now, if you find a really big one, that's a good indicator that that hedgerow is an ancient hedgerow. Very pretty tree. Beautiful honeysuckle. Look at that. There's a little common blue damselfly flying around here as well. Always stop and smell the flowers. Just take your time. berries from the lords and ladies there. The arum I showed you earlier on in the year. They go bright red. Just going up the pub now. Gonna have a little walk up there. It's a Sri Lankan night and the street food stand outside the pub. We're gonna go and have a look, see what it's like, sample their wares. I'll show you up there. We're gonna film low key on the mobiles because we don't want to interrupt people's dinner. So we'll show you what it's all about, give you a little look, but I'll really recommend this pub, the Fox in Lyng. It's really nice people in there. Happy days, great food, and I'll see you up there. It's nice. This. Oh, yum. That's really nice. Get stuck in. It's like sweet and sour. Bedtime. So that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed that video. Let's see if I can see the kingfishers again. It was amazing to see. I'm going to get over there with my camera now, see if I can get some photographs of them, some more footage. And that's that then, as we say in the trade. Sammy's over there doing some crafts. I don't know what she's doing today. Something or other. She does all sorts of crafts. I might have to get some video of what she's doing in some next vlogs that I'll get. Let's go back down here. Where's that kingfisher? Anyway, nice little site, nice and tidy. Susan's a right character, really makes you feel welcome. Everything you want here. Pub down the road, as you see, and then a shop the other way. It's grand. Just make sure if you come, you leave me a space, eh? Right. You take care, stay safe, stay sane. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you on the flip side. Be at home next one. You take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Love you loads. Bye. Right, hello everyone. Today's the day. I'm walking 26 miles, 42 kilometres in aid of Mind charity, mental health charity. Thought I'd do a little message for the Dad's YouTube subscribers. As you can tell, I'm the better looking one out of the two of us. But yeah, look, I appreciate your support so far. Had a couple of donations. If you want to donate, you still can. I think you can donate until the end of the month. If you're waiting to see a bit more evidence of me
walking and crawling and crying, and over the next 11 hours, I think I've worked out it's going to take, then you can do so after you've seen it. But Mind Charity means a lot to me. Used their services myself in the past, so, and a few of my family members have as well, so it's a good charity. Don't think people really take it as serious as they should. Yeah, take care. See you soon.